Hi everyone. Today's video has 3 points and you're going to want to stick around because the third point is a secret as to exactly how to go about setting up your books to get them selling. So that's the reason why in today's video we're going to discuss blowing the lid on the biggest Amazon KDP secret. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what this Amazon secret is. You're going to have the knowledge of how to apply it to your specific books, and you're going to feel great setting your books up to sell as many copies as possible as you implement this particular secret. This is Chris Baird from selfpublishingmadeeasynow.com, where self-publishing doesn't have to be so hard. If you want to explode your self-publishing, one of the best ways to do it is to grab a copy of my self-publishing checklist. You'll find it below in the description. So the thing is, about a year ago, I was helping one of my clients, whose name is Sarah, and the thing is, for her particular books, she was having a lot of difficulties in terms of getting them to sell. She was writing the book. She was still in the writing phase of these particular books, at least at that time, but she was thinking, how do I even know that my books are going to sell? And this is something that is incredibly common among authors. You have an idea either on the one side that you can write about anything you want and your book can look however it is and that it will sell, or the other idea, which is the idea of worrying that if you put it on the market, how do you even know that people are going to want to even read it at all once it hits the market? And that is exactly the reason why we are going to discuss Amazon's biggest KDP secret. So let's get to the 3 points. So the first thing, it's that Amazon shares the basic sales rank of every single book they have, which is an incredibly important thing. So many of the people I do discovery sessions with ask the question, what even is a basic sales rank? And the answer is, if we rank up every book on Amazon from the absolute #1 bestseller of all books on Amazon, all the way down to 50 million books down, or however many books down it might be, then what you discover is that you can figure out within your type of book where exactly the best sellers are in terms of the ranking. And what we're looking for here is in the top 100,000. This is an incredibly important area for your books because as you're looking through this ranking inside of the category or the type of books that you're writing or considering writing, those books that are in the top 100,000 are making a sale a day. So by looking at what they're doing and books even higher ranking within our same niche, they're telling us what exactly people are currently buying. If you ask your friends and family and say, are you going to buy my book when it comes out? They will of course say they're going to buy it. And when they read it, they will be, it was an amazing book. The problem is that doesn't necessarily connect to what happens when your book is put out on Amazon. Suddenly you're like, where are all the sales? All of my friends and family told me it was a wonderful book and I'm sure it will do great. The problem is they're trying to be encouraging, but they may not be your ideal target reader that you would like to have purchase your book. So then what are those people buying? Well, they are buying the books that are in that top 100,000. That is where their money going. And they're voting with their dollars through each of these books. So we want to pay close attention to what it's doing. And Amazon gives this information away completely for free. In fact, if you look on any book down below, it'll show you the basic sales rank for that book, both the KDP, Kindle version, and the print version. You can find exactly how the book is doing. Or you can use my favorite tool, which is KD Spy. You can find it below in the description. This tool makes it possible with a single click to immediately get the rankings and all of the books that are showing up within that category or search term. So that's an incredibly powerful one that you're looking at there. And the second thing is, we were looking at within categories, but then within the search area, Amazon will also show you, you can look at the rankings there too. So not just in terms of, okay, what are the books that are the top ranking in the category, but also for a search term. So if it might be alien warfare or something like that, you can type that into Amazon, and when you hit the search result, Amazon will pull up the books that it feels are the closest match for that exact keyword. And then with KD Spy, we can go in again and pull in those top 100 so we can then sort by seeing how many of them are in the top 100,000. And that basic sales rank combined with the keyword, it starts to give us an idea of if our book is in the same genre or sub-genre as these books that we're seeing on Amazon. It gives us an absolutely fantastic way of figuring out whether or not our book would sell if it looked it had the same feel, if it had similar keywords that were within the title, if the description, the bio, some of the reviews, all of these things are giving us information that we can use on Amazon, which is incredibly important because it's showing you what your competitors are doing and the money that they're making. And the secret of today, the most important one, it is the fact, and I'll give even a secret bonus one today, but the big one is you can look at the reviews. So you take your competitors' books and see what it is they not liked, but what they did not like about their books. And if their book is on the same thing, for example, I was doing this with a self-help client who was writing books on self-help. We looked at the best self-help books in this exact area, and what did we discover? Well, we discovered among the self-help books on Amazon, people were complaining about one of their main competitors being repetitive, where too much of this, or other ones would be too basic, or they simply were not telling enough stories and showing how practically to use the things, which you can then reverse and use in your description. So this is the first big secret that so many authors do not bother to do. Look at what your competitors are complaining, what their reviewers are complaining about. In particular, here's a key power tip. You're going to want to look at the 2-star reviews. The 1-star reviews bring in a lot of trolls and people who are like, the book came in the mail and it was damaged. But that doesn't tell you about your book itself. The 2-star reviews are people who are giving really honest reviews of the book. And the people who love your book, usually it's in the 4-star range is where we can 4 and 5-star, but usually around the 4-star range where we see it's not just friends, family, or others who are giving 5-star reviews, but actually with these 4 stars, these are people who really like the book, and they may even be able to give some ideas of things that can be improved. And you may be thinking, what does that book of my competitors have anything to do with my book? And the answer is you're going to want to specifically leverage the power of Amazon and it telling you, here's what you can do to improve to come out with an even better book than your competitors, because our goal is not to take the entire cake of sales, but just a small little slice, and that would be completely sufficient for me and for you in terms of it. But and this involves even just the planning phases of the book itself when we're just getting started and we're pulling the whole thing through, which is something that so many authors don't even consider. But I promised a bonus tip in addition to the secret, and that is that you can look at, and this is something I've been discussing in the group coaching group, it's that you can look at what your competitors are shooting advertisements against. So when you do search terms and you look up books that are in the same category, you'll notice the first results are sponsored. These are advertisements, and advertisers, they do not generally waste money. What they're doing is they're shooting ads that they believe are highly targeted, and the books that they're advertising for, they believe are good matches for those exact keywords, and they will give you also an idea of which keywords you should be targeting if you were looking to get your book to sell as well. And they're just giving it all away. Amazon is absolutely hiding nothing here. All of this information is free, and so many authors completely ignore it. My question for you is, which one of these secrets, which one of these techniques is something that you have not yet done? Is it a matter of looking at the reviews? Is it a matter of looking at the advertisements? And also, have you even tried out the tool KD Spy? If you haven't, it's definitely worth checking out. And I'll catch you right here in my next video. Thanks.